If you have watched this video till the end, I assure you, you will be master in bar plots using seaborn in Python. Hello everyone, my name is Animesh and welcome to my YouTube channel. I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not subscribed it yet so that you do not miss on anything. So let's begin. A bar plot or a bar chart is one of the most common types of graphical representations. It shows the relationship between a numerical and a categorical variable. So there are broadly two types of bar plots. One is two-dimensional bar plot, where on one axis is represented by the categorical column and the other axis is represented by a numerical column. And then there is three-dimensional bar plot, which contains two categorical variable and one numerical variable. We need to first have the seaborn and the matplotlib libraries already installed, but if they are not installed, you can install it in the Jupyter notebook with exclamation pip install seaborn and exclamation pip install matplotlib in your Jupyter notebook. And if you are installing it your command line prompt, then you can just remove this exclamation and simply just pass pip install seaborn and pip install matplotlib. So I'm not executing this because I have already installed it. Then we import the necessary libraries like pandas, numpy, seaborn, matplotlib. And then we are going to use the Titanic dataset from the seaborn library. So I have already extracted that data. Here you would see that I have abbreviated the seaborn library as SB. So now I'm going to call this SB library and I'm going to invoke the function barplot of seaborn like this, sb.barplot, and pass certain parameters within the open and close parentheses. So first and most important parameter that I'm going to pass is the data. So there is a parameter data is equal to, and we'll pass tf because in our case the data frame is tf. So we'll pass that. And the next variable that we are going to pass is x. So x means which particular column of the data is going to represent the x-axis of the graph. So here in our case, let us say that from the data we want to know whether amongst man, woman and children, what is the proportion of the survived people in it. So this way we want to know whom amongst the man, woman and children had the maximum propensity of survival during the disaster event that happened in Titanic. So I'm going to just pass who column, and on the y-axis I want to represent it with survived. So I'm just going to copy it and then I'm going to pass survived. So I have given my x-axis as the categorical variable, which is man, woman and children. If you want to see what exactly is the unique number of values in it, so I'll just do tf who, then I'll just see what are the unique values in it. So I come to know there are only 3 unique values, and survives in itself is a numerical variable. So I'll just execute it and let's see how it gets represented. So I get a beautiful bar plot which represents that woman had the maximum percentage of survival, followed by child and then followed by man. Now let us see other parameters of bar plot. Now there is one parameter that is known as the estimator. So it tells that what kind of estimation that we want on the y-axis. Currently the estimation is mean, that is as good as kind of a proportion. So by default it is mean, but we can change it. So if I want to change it to, for example, sum, so this will give me the total number of survivors. So if I execute this, so I get the number. So 200 approximately are the women, and approximately 90 are man, and approximately 45 are child. So we will just bring it back to mean. I'll execute it. And now we will talk about another important parameter, which is error bar. So error bar by default it is CI, it is nothing but these error bars, black bars in the middle of each bar you are looking at represents the confidence interval in this. You can change it to standard deviation, you can change it to any other parameter the way you want to represent it. So I'll just execute it with confidence interval, and you would see the bars remains the same because these were representing CI, but you can keep it none as well if you do not want any of these bars. So I'll just keep it none and I execute it. So you see those bars are gone. Now there is another important parameter, which is saturation. So saturation nothing but it gives the image the kind of color or kind of dullness or brightness to the image. So for example, if I bring the saturation to 0.5, you would see the image will become more dull, and if I bring it to say 0.3, it will be even further dull. But if I increase it to say 0.75, okay, my bad, we got two decimals, okay, then the image is as good as we saw earlier. So by default it is 0.75, but for example we think that one is even much better, more brighter, you can keep it to 1. So we'll keep it 1 this way. Then there is another important parameter, which is width. So width represents what should be the width of your bars. So I'll just bring that parameter here and we see width, and I keep as say 0.6 and then I execute it. You see my bars are a bit slimmer this time, and I think this looks even better. So we'll keep it as 0.6. Then there is another important parameter, which is order. Right now do you see that man is the lowest, but then woman is the highest, and then child is the middle. These are not ordered, but what if we want them in an order? So we'll pass another parameter, which is order, and then we'll pass the name of each category in the order that we wanted. So I'll just pass man, then it should be child, and then it should be women. It should be in increasing order. And now I will execute it, and you see this looks much better, much cleaner. So you can play around with this. You can do it dynamically using some libraries like pandas, value counts, and you pass the ordered value. You can use NumPy library. You can try it on yourself, and you can let me know in the comment box if you want to know how we can do that. Now let us see another very important parameter, which is colors. So these colors are default colors, but if we want any particular color of our choice, we will pass another parameter, that is colors, and we'll give the parameters that are defined by seaborn library. So we'll just pass, say for example, blue. So I will just pass it, okay, my bad, and we get the blue bars. But you see that these colors are not so pleasant. So what we'll do is we'll try to find it from the color palettes of seaborn, which are the colors that we can select which suits our eyes. So we'll just go to SB and dot color palettes. So we'll see which particular colors are available to us. So we see a whole list of colors that are available, and in the order these are in a list format. So I can say for example the first color, that is the blue color that I want, that is represented, I'll just index it with 0, and I'll get these numbers, the RGB numbers of this color, and then I can pass it in the color parameter. So this way I can get this particular color. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here, and this is a very cool way that I can get the colors of my choice that are available to us from C1 library, and this looks much more pleasant, much more neater. Now that we have successfully created a bar plot which draws some insights about the survival percentage of man, child and woman, now we are going to customize our plot. How we are going to do it? So we are going to just label it, give it a title, and then we'll be good. So I'll just pass plt because we have abbreviated matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So we'll call plt and then dot title, and we'll pass the title mean survival rate by category, and then we'll also pass the x level, what we want on the x level and what we want on the y level. Not just the survived, we want mean survival rate as the correct level to y-axis, and then we will pass and execute it. So we get title, we get the correct labels the way we want it. So in this video we saw what is a bar plot and what are the broader categories of bar plot. We also saw how we can install the seaborn and matplot libraries, and we then saw how we can plot bar plot with different customization and how each parameter is being used for suiting our requirements. That's all in this video. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video with a continuation of this video wherein we will master ourselves for building bar plots with 3 dimension, that is 2 categorical variable and 1 numerical variable. Till then, see you.